dogs now.
Oh,
Congratulations, Dan.
It sucks.
big mistake. Yeah, it's terrible. It's like
I hate every bit of it.
All
if we would have gotten the German Shepherd first, we wouldn't have 2 dogs. But
Okay.
all right, I'm ready.
Welcome to
All right,
Nerd
me
Play.
too.
Oh, fucking
Oh,
Jason!
Go.
Welcome to Nerd Play. I'm Dan Crum, and with me are...
Jason.
And Brandon.
And yeah, we missed last week due to basically everybody's life being
Getting
just
in the way.
absolutely too busy. Brandon sounds so much better today because he bought a new microphone.
I did $70, well, $60 on Amazon. Cost me $75 with the new over-the-ear monitors and pop screen, so you know that the monitors are good.
Did you know that you have to pay a tip to use Prime Now on Amazon?
Like if you don't
What?
tip the people
Oh.
who come when you use Prime Now, they won't come or they'll stop coming.
Well, I'm sure they'll come, but they're gonna pee on your box or something, and you normally have to pay extra for that anyways.
I was gonna say that sounds like a
you're
service
saving
that-
money. Yeah.
But no, yeah, like I used it today because I was like, oh, I need some like stuff for the house, and I'm way too lazy to go anywhere. And Kayla took the car, and so I used it, and it was like $5 tip. I'm like, excuse you? I'm not ordering a pizza. I'm ordering a tub of ice cream and a bunch of soda. Jeez.
$5 tip. How much was it? Is my
It was
question.
$25, so it was like the right amount. It was like a 20% tip.
Okay, so that's 20%. Okay.
Yeah.
Good deal.
Anyway, so what have you guys been up to this week? Jason, why don't you tell us what you did this week?
Oh, well, this week I played a little game that came out by, it was released under Tiny Build and Torched Hill, and it was called Road to Valhalla. And I keep saying Valhalla, Valhalla, but it is Valhalla. And yeah, so it's just hard to say when you keep saying, because I want to say Valhalla, like the Norse afterlife, which is
Yeah.
what it's based on. Anyway, I played the game. I reviewed it. So watch the review on our website. It's really, really great. I said so. And this game is amazing, though. I absolutely loved it. From the get-go, I was kind of skeptical when you said, I have a code that you can play this game, but you need to do a review on it. And I'm like, what is it? You're like, it's a puzzle game. It's a rhythm-driven puzzle game where you are a ball that moves around. I was like, great, sounds fantastic. I can't wait to play this piece of crap. And then I played it, and it was amazing.
What a
It was
fucking
absolutely
attitude.
amazing. And I couldn't stop playing it. And every level there's something different. Like every level, it's like, okay, here's your first set of levels and your tutorial teaching you how to use the ball. And there's no reason, if you open this game, there's no reason you should not know how to play it. The game explains itself to you while you're rolling through it, and there's a comprehensive list of directions and how to move and stuff like that. So there's no reason anybody picking up this game should be like, it's too hard, I don't know how to play it. It's like, well, yeah, you do, because if you can read, you know how to play it.
Ooh,
But the
that's
game is
asking
awesome.
a lot, though, dude.
It is. You're absolutely right. I know. The game is amazing. Visually, it's fantastic. The soundtrack isn't just really cool and sets the mood and makes me want to play more of it. It actually becomes part of the game itself. And, the traps and things that happen to you will be rhythmically based on the soundtrack itself. So very cool stuff. Really tests your hand-eye coordination in a lot of places because the camera will shift and your directional pads will become altered, and it's so cool. It's so cool. The physics of it are amazing. The weight of the ball itself is really cool. Everything about it, just like it was for a puzzle game, it was really turned out to be top notch.
Cool.
That sounds fun.
So you liked it, is what you're saying.
I did like it. It wasn't some new original idea that hasn't been done before. I'll say that. But it definitely was a new spin on an old classic.
It
which
did.
was
It reminded me of
kinda
Marble
cool.
Madness, kind of.
It's exactly what it reminded me of, yeah. And one of the ways I was thinking about it, I was like, if the Millennium Falcon had a golf course on it, a mini golf course, instead of a chessboard, this is probably what the mini golf course would look like.
That's funny.
That seems like a pretty high endorsement, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, if it's good enough for Han Solo.
Mm-hmm. if you can install it on the Millennium Falcon and it makes sense,
Right.
I probably want to play it.
So what did you do, Brandon? Oh, I'm sorry, Jason. Did you have more?
No, I was just gonna say Han Solo's Putt Putt Adventure is what I was gonna say.
Actual, very
be a
rare
game.
Japanese game, yeah.
Huh.
Very rare.
Is that all you did all week, Jason? Just the video game?
That's it. That's all I did.
He quit his job, and he's like, from now on, all I am going to do is play Road to Valhalla.
That's all I did.
Sounds like a pretty interesting week.
No, that's bullshit. Now, wait, Brandon, you guys
Yeah.
both did this. What did you do this week, Brandon? Why don't you just go ahead and tell us what you did this week? That was exciting. Other than dying in Round Lake.
I played Golden Tee a lot yesterday. Is that what we're talking? Is that what you're asking me about?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, played that for like way longer than I should have. Spent way more money on Golden Tee than I probably should in a day.
You spent $1 on Golden Tee?
No, it's like $5 a game, man.
I was
think I played like
trying to
3.
make a point.
Expensive.
Oh, I get it.
For that amount of money, I'm just going to the driving range.
Yeah, right? And then
I
spending
probably-
5 times that much so I can actually go play the driving range.
We almost did that too, but
God,
Well,
what was
like-
going on? You guys, I can see it. You guys are like, let's go to the driving range. And you're like, wait, bro. At the driving range, you don't
Movement.
swing by spinning a ball with your hand.
movement and like actual energy, or I could just drink in a bar while, spinning a ball.
Fair enough.
Both sound good.
Uh,
Anything else?
If my dogs would let me talk for a minute. I streamed on Twitch for the first time ever.
Yay.
Oh, yeah, he sure did.
I picked up a game that I've never played before. In fact, a genre that I've never played really before. And tried my best to make some semblance of something entertaining online. And
And he
I think I-
didn't tell
I think I-
anybody he was streaming.
well, that too. And I just failed miserably at the whole thing anyways, so.
I think you did all right. Once you got everything figured out, that's like, I mean, I started streaming, I don't even know how long ago. Years, let's put it that way. And then like stop and start and start and stop and blah, blah, blah. And like when you first start,
Sometimes I'd be the only person watching you.
that's true. I think that happened like once, I think. And then when you show up, there'd be at least like a huge audience, like 3 people maybe.
Upwards of
Huge.
3.
Upwards of 3 people. But no, when you first start, getting all the settings figured out and getting it so it'll work on your computer is like a big deal.
Also, just understanding a game I've never played before was.
Yeah, you aimed pretty high with RimWorld. I would have started with Minesweeper.
Yeah. I don't know. I haven't played Minesweeper in a while. I might have struggled with that one too.
It might not run on your computer anymore, to be honest. It's like all 3D and shit.
Really?
Yeah, they have like an adventure mode where you play as this little explorer going through like fucking tunnels.
What? Is it still free?
Yeah. Yeah, it's on the Windows Store. Do you have
Oh
Windows
my
10?
God.
Yeah.
I do. I have to get this.
It's actually kind of neat. I think they spun off the adventure mode into its own game, though.
Nice.
Oh, so they want to actually be able to charge you for Minesweeper? Is that where that's headed?
No, it's still free.
Oh, it is?
They're all free.
Oh,
Like
that's
Minesweeper, Solitaire, you can download them all for free. Solitaire is way better because it has like Spider Solitaire and Crab whatever and all the other fucking game modes.
It has a Russian roulette mode.
Yeah, it sure fucking does. But instead of killing you, it fries your CPU.
Hmm.
Right.
That's cool.
Or in
Solitaire-
Jason's case, it fries his modem.
Anything could fry that modem.
Did you click the link I sent you?
What?
Who are you
the
talking
who, what
to?
now?
I'm talking to Jason right now because I sent him that link to get a new wireless N adapter for his computer. It was only $15.
Mm.
It's the same one I have.
No, there's no way that's the same one you have. Is it really?
Identical to the one I have right now.
Well, then you need
Yes.
to go to Best Buy or something and get one that is better. Or just
I
do the
mean-
wiring.
Yeah, just gonna do the wiring. All right, let's stop talking about this and talk about things that are relevant.
Yeah, like, well, I want to know if that's all
Well,
Brandon
Dan,
did this
what
week.
did Dan do? That? Yeah, I mean, no, I did other things. I definitely died in Round Lake as the temperatures reached upwards of 90 to 100 degrees
Jesus.
Fahrenheit.
Oh, thanks for clearing that up, bud.
Yeah, I don't know a Celsius
Much.
scale. It might have been Celsius, too.
Celsius.
I'm not sure.
It would have been way higher
Kelvin?
for so. No, wait.
100 degrees Celsius. Like, he's like, yo, is that river like turning into steam?
Oh my god. Yo, is that river made out of lava?
By the way, I'm dead because all my blood boiled.
Ran out of my pores.
I moved to Chicago.
Ooh,
Yay.
you live in now.
I live in a huge apartment. I mean, this thing has got to be like 800 square feet.
Wow.
Damn.
I'm feeling pretty baller compared to
You
you
know.
two losers in your giant houses.
My house is 1,100 square feet, so it's not that much bigger.
It feels.
Mine's
bigger.
14.
All right, Jason. It's not a
Square
dick
feet.
measuring
14
contest. All
14,
right.
14 square feet. That's it.
It's
I didn't
not
say
a-
1,400. I said 14 square feet.
Did I say 1,100? I mean, my house is probably like 1,600 square feet, something like that.
My apartment is
That makes
probably on the verge of 1,800 square feet. That's what I'm gonna say.
I think my house
All right,
actually,
this-
if you take into account all of the parts you can actually walk on, is probably about 6,000.
Yeah,
Feet.
that is including your neighbor's house.
That's just a rough estimate.
Right. Right.
Anyway.
That's including the entire complex.
I also dropped a whole bunch of money to build a new desktop computer that I'm very excited
Hey.
about, including a GTX 1080 video card, which I was also very excited about. And I was going to make a build video, like Jason had thought that I should. I asked for opinions, and Jason was like, "Yeah, make it." And I was like, "You know what? I'm gonna do it." So like, I didn't record the like an intro. I was gonna do that at the end, but recorded like the smooth pan of all the parts like laid out nice on a tabletop, and recorded like opening the motherboard and the CPU boxes up, and like I was showing how to put the CPU into like the little tray, for people like Jason who don't even know anything about computers. And just kidding,
What?
Jason. And I got a little pop-up on my camera that said card full.
Oh, that's
And-
the worst
and
thing
I-
you could ever see.
It's not just that. I realized, like, when I was using it, I was like, why does the screen look wrong? Because I'm so used to Magic Lantern. And I realized that my big card with Magic Lantern, Rob has it. From when we did a photo shoot for work, I left the card with Rob in DeKalb. So no video. There's no video, which is okay because
Kind of ruins the unboxing video, though, right?
yeah, you can't really it's like, well,
Show a video with no video.
basically, yeah. And there's not going to be any kind of video, just because I couldn't do it, which is probably good too, because there's a lot of swearing involved. I mounted the radiator and stuff for the liquid cooling first, and then I had to get a power cord past it, which it was like impossible. It was so much work. I was like breaking a sweat and shit, and like the irony of it was not lost on me. Like, I'm breaking a sweat putting a computer together. This is ridiculous. But when it was all said and done, it looks great. I sent photos to the boys because I was so proud of it. And normally there's white noise in the background from my computer fans when we record this. Dead fucking silent today. The thing's like lined.
I'm so impressed.
It's like lined in like that shit that
It's
scuba
fancy.
suits are made out of. Like that rubbery fucking thing that scuba suits are made out of? That's on the inside of all the panels, and it like absorbs any and all noise.
That's awesome. You should totally make if you couldn't make a build video for this, you should make like a commercial for it, like it's a car commercial. The all new DX 3500.
Yeah.
We could even play it at the end of the podcast.
Yeah.
Oh, I could make it today. Yeah.
And then-
No.
Yeah.
Well, not the.
And then
maybe
you can
not
install
this
the specs
one.
on it.
It is a great. I will probably post like a specs thing or something like that though, because I'm really proud of it. I'm not
You
gonna
like
fucking lie.
bragging.
Dude. It just looks great. The inside, it has like, I don't know, like a big window on the side, but it's so clean. Like it's like the best I've ever done with wire management. I'm really like proud of myself. 'Cause it looks good, and there's like LEDs on goddamn everything. It's ridiculous, and I think I'm gonna add more.
Nice.
Excellent. Excellent.
But yeah,
Anyway, there's
that's it.
something else.
That's
There's
what
something
you have
else something else Brandon and I did this weekend.
Yeah,
No, I
Or
didn't.
this week, rather.
No, I
Fucking-
didn't.
Yes, you did.
What did I do?
Are you
You know
fucking
what you
kidding?
did. You're about to do it after we leave here.
Stranger Things.
that.
You
I
guys
thought
finally.
we I thought we were talking about Suicide Squad. We're really jumping around here.
Suicide Squad's not even on the list.
I know, but
We can talk about Suicide Squad, but
Brandon and I talked about that before you got on here. That's why he was confused. I'm sorry, Brandon. I didn't mean to
that's okay.
jump things around here. Anyway, yeah. Stranger Things. I felt that was more relevant because we're talking about things we all did this week. So
yeah, and you guys definitely both finally caught up on this show that I've been telling you to watch for
That's
2
not-
weeks.
It's not true. I still have 2 episodes left.
Oh God, you're close enough. We're gonna tell you the end right now, so that way you don't have to
Ow.
worry about it.
Let me just call Britt over here. She can listen to the
Yeah,
end as
yeah.
well.
I already sent it to her on Facebook.
Oh, okay.
yeah.
So
Anyway, so what do you guys think about Stranger Things?
Jason,
I absolutely love it. I have to say, this is probably one of the strongest shows that Netflix has created. I love everything about it. I think the writing and the acting are especially what make it a solid and strong show.
Solid and strong.
I personally love those kids. I love all the kids in the show. I think they're all
buddy.
great actors.
They are.
Yeah,
Dustin has got to be my favorite, though.
Dustin. Wait, is that Toothless?
So funny, yes.
Yeah, I agree, but I didn't know his actual name, or I mean the character's name.
It's Toothless,
Dustin-
right?
Yeah, that's what I thought.
That's the best character.
Dustin, Lucas, and Mike.
That is without a doubt. Yeah, I like Robert just says I'm not feeling great 40 minutes later.
Right. Oh,
Yeah,
thanks.
thanks.
Thanks for the update. By the way, guys, Rob's not here. He's not feeling great. And Walsh, I have no idea. No sign of Walsh.
We'll get a message from Walsh like 15 minutes from now going, I'm not feeling great.
Yeah, he's like,
He's just gonna say, sorry, guys, I was sleeping.
that's it. Watching Stranger Things, sorry. But yeah, Toothless is the best character.
Yeah.
He is. He reminds me of Corey Feldman's character from The Goonies.
Okay.
Can you see that mouth from The Goonies?
Yeah, I guess. Can you see it, Brandon? I don't know. I can see it. So what do you think? How would you describe the show to somebody? Either
Okay.
one of you.
Oh,
Brandon, why don't you take this one?
I mean, the easiest pitch is probably Goonies meets X-Files with a little ET thrown in.
I would say Goonies meets E.T. with a little X-Files, but I mean that's funny because that's like the exact same thing. Well, the whole movie feels like E.T. Everything about it feels.
I
like
guess
I'm
a
watching
little
E.T.
bit. Yeah, you're right.
You know, it was just like the neighborhoods looked like the neighborhood in E.T. The riding around on bikes with the weird special person on your bike with you.
That's true. Yeah. There are a lot of similarities. That's
Very
for sure.
true.
But
The red hoodie that he's wearing and the blanket thrown over.
yeah, how she had the blanket on her.
Yeah, I thought that was weird. I thought that was totally unnecessary. But
When he cut himself and she reached out with her finger, but it didn't actually do anything. She just pushed it into this cut, and he's just like, "Ow, why?"
He's like, why did you do that? Yeah.
She just
Good.
goes, "Ouch," because she was learning English. The writing on it is so good. And did you guys see what I mean when I say like how like the characters are just believable? Like even in this like super fucking weird story, you're grounded because the characters seem so real.
yes.
There's such a human element to this show, which I thought was the best thing about it. Like everybody is so human. Nobody is larger than life except for the people that need to be, like 11
And the monster,
or the
monster's
alien.
not human. Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
I think every character in this show is super believable, and nobody's larger than life, except the characters that have to be, like 11 and the monster obviously have to be larger than life. Everybody else is so human.
No, I also really, I think that and not only are they like, I don't know, they're just relatable, right? Like they don't do things that you wouldn't see yourself doing, and they don't react to situations in ways that you wouldn't probably also, or someone you know at least, react in that same way.
Right, exactly. Like everybody is so flawed, and that's the amazing part about it.
They're just, but they also, I don't know, they also just like, they don't do it, even though they're reacting to these extraordinary circumstances and these crazy events. They don't, it seems like the way you would also do things for the most part, except for like when that cop snuck into the building, and that was, I would never have gone down that elevator personally, but
it was still like, it was a normal thing to do, and he reacted in a normal way. He didn't like try to, like when he was over his head, he knew it and he tried to get out of it.
He did go on
and that was cool.
A punching spree for like that episode too. It was like everybody that was about to stop him or question him, he was like, oh, and then he just punched them in the face and knocked them out.
That happens a couple times. Did you see the junkyard scene yet? I won't spoil anything if you haven't seen that yet. I don't know what happened before.
I think so, actually.
Okay, then never mind. But there's a scene with the chief that is just absolutely like, I think it was meant to be really hokey, so just look for that.
Okay.
I gotta say, the cop is my favorite character in the show after
by far.
I was like so surprised because I thought he was gonna be like a shitbag and just awful. I was like, oh god, this guy's gonna be a piece of shit. I know it.
The way they introduce his character, he looks like a real scumbag.
And he's an asshole to his coworkers. I mean, kind of funny, but
right.
But then it turns out, I thought he was gonna be like, you're fucking nuts, da 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 da. Like he was gonna be like the skeptic voice or whatever of the show. And I was so surprised by the way he actually developed. I was like, God, this is like just such good character development. Like, really loved this show. Just everything about it.
And they've done it in a short span. They don't need 22 episodes to tell a really good, tight story like you would find on, regular network television.
Yeah.
Which is nice.
Right.
Well, I mean, it was just so when I first mentioned Stranger Things, I told you guys I thought it was the best Netflix original they ever released. Like better than House of Cards, better than
yeah, you did say that.
Daredevil. So, what do you guys think about that statement now?
Well, Jason started off saying that.
Yeah. How about you, Brandon?
I agree.
Yeah, I would say so. It's definitely the most. I mean, it's the most interesting one to me. It's the first show I think I've watched of Netflix that I've actually am going to finish the first season.
Oh, really? You didn't finish Daredevil?
No, I don't know. I get bored.
Take your Adderall and watch Daredevil. It's good.
Seriously, you need to finish Daredevil.
Maybe that's what I'll be doing the next week or so.
What did you do this week, Brandon? I watched a show that's 2 years old. Cool. Let's talk about that.
Yeah. Should make for relevant material.
So do you guys have anything else you want to say about Stranger Things other than if you haven't watched it yet, fucking watch it already?
That's about all I can say about it. If you haven't watched it, you need to watch it, like now.
Yeah.
There's a season 2 coming out.
Is there?
Yes, there is. Did it finally get renewed? I thought they were waiting to hear if it got renewed or not. I'm assuming with all the buzz, it easily got renewed. But
yeah, I'm assuming it. Yeah, it got renewed. And I guess I was wondering after watching it, I was like, well, they did leave the ending open, but it feels like the story is kind of complete. I was like wondering if they were going to do like an American Horror Story thing where it was a different weird.
That's exactly what I thought. Yeah.
They're not. It is a
I know.
direct follow-up to the events of season 1.
Right.
Which is kind of cool because now we can see why what 11's doing in the Upside Down or whatever.
Hey.
Hey, Jason.
I didn't say anything.
Jason, stop. All right? Stop getting
Come
into
on.
the garbage can.
You're ruining things for Brandon, Dan. Come
Take
on.
my headphones off.
No, anyway, we'll be able to see where these characters end up, which is nice.
Yeah, get
You
some
know,
closure.
we know where they're left at the end of the season, but now we'll be able to see where they end up. This is good. Yeah.
Yeah, and I just love the show. You know, I just thought it was a great show. But I don't want to talk about it anymore. I want to talk about Nintendo. Can we
I want to talk about Nintendo too.
You always
I don't know.
want to
That's
talk
all you
about
can.
Nintendo.
That's all you can do about Nintendo right now is talk about it because you don't have any fucking concrete evidence of anything that's happening with Nintendo.
Of course, but
I mean, I
let's
know
be
what's
fair.
happening with Nintendo.
It's okay, Brandon. Brandon's dad works at Nintendo. I don't know if you knew that.
I didn't. That's amazing.
There's a Zelda 3 coming out.
Yep. That was his idea.
No, there's been a lot of leaks though. I feel like once something gets, like everything's been building up to what these leaks are saying, you know, like over time. And I feel like when that many different sources are all saying the same thing, there's probably a pretty good chance that it's true.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's exactly what's happening. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I agree.
So I guess we should just, like, you know, for anyone who hasn't heard about it, there was an article on Eurogamer talking about the Nintendo NX that's supposed to come out. It's like March, right?
Yeah, in the spring, I know that.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, and it was like describing all of the shit that is like just basically describing the console itself. So like from the beginning, it's going to be like a display with controls on the side of it. Well, we should just start off. It's gonna be primarily a portable, a handheld.
Mm-hmm.
Like the DS and the 3DS and the Game Boy Advance, which is honestly their bread and butter at this point, right?
Yeah.
Like they've never released a handheld that wasn't wildly popular, but
It's the one thing they're doing right.
Yeah, and their last console though was a big stanker, and the GameCube was pretty poop. The Wii only did so well because of soccer moms and you know casual players playing Wii tennis and shit.
Right.
And even
Everybody wanted that damn balance board.
Even the Nintendo 64 wasn't supported by third parties that well.
It's
Like almost every top-selling N64 title was a first-party or first-party published game.
Whoa, GoldenEye? Hello?
Except for GoldenEye. GoldenEye was like the one exception.
Whoa.
Was Shadows?
Blast-
It wasn't
What
a
about
top,
Shadows of the Empire?
Shadows wasn't a top 10. I looked at a list. This was like a couple of years ago, but it was.
Oh well,
it was
of course, the top 10 games are going to be exclusives. They are going to be like first
yeah, but
party.
like two of them were like Mario Party or something like that. Like
What about Perfect Dark?
no, Perfect Dark wasn't a top 10 selling.
What about Banjo Kazooie?
I don't know, you guys. Like I have the list number from forever ago. I'm just telling you, like there was like Mario parties, there was a Pokemon Stadium, I think. Like
What
it was
about-
just not,
Yeah.
What about Banjo Tooie?
I'm assuming was that not their best selling game? I had 3 copies myself.
All right. So the NX, right? It's like a
Yeah.
it's a portable unit, and
Nintendo
it's
64.
it's a Nintendo 64. No, it's a
Portable.
portable unit with.
Actually, if it was a portable Nintendo 64, I'd probably be more interested in it.
Brandon, shut up. All right. It is a screen, and then there's controllers on the sides that are detachable. And basically, the way it works is you take this portable unit home. Like, I'm wondering how big it's going to be. Like, I remember there was leaks earlier that said it was like somewhere between like a Samsung Note and like an iPad Mini.
No way. It's got to be bigger than that, right?
Well, I mean, an iPad Mini's big enough for a gaming handheld game. That's pretty big.
I guess.
I have a Samsung Note, and I have to say, if I bought a new Nintendo system that was as big as my Samsung Note for the screen that I was looking at, I'd be okay with it. But if I'm going to be playing like Breath of the Wild on this thing, I probably want to hook it up to a television.
Well, yeah, the thing is, like a Samsung Note screen is way bigger than the 3DS's screen.
Yes.
It's even bigger than the 3DS XL. screen.
But you've only got one screen with
Good.
a Samsung Note, and you've got two with the other ones.
Good. I'm done with this 2 screens bullshit.
I kind of like that. I like the 2 screens, I gotta say.
Anyway.
I don't think the 2 screens. Personally, I don't think the 2 screens is necessary. But I assumed it was going to be like closer in size to the tablet.
Like the Wii U controller?
Yeah, which
That's what I thought too. Yeah, yeah.
But the whole thing itself, I assumed they were going to make the screen a little bit bigger, more closer to the
screen
full
would
size
have
of
to
it.
be bigger, yeah.
Yeah.
The tablets, I mean, did you own a Wii U?
No.
Have you like used one?
I've seen one in a corner once.
I had a I had the Wii U, and the tablet's fucking huge.
Yeah.
Like you would need to carry that thing in a tote bag. If we're talking like, this would be like Game Gear level of too big.
Yeah. Well, no, I know, but I mean, imagine thinner, but I don't think it's going to be small enough to fit in your pocket. Why would they make something small enough to fit in your pocket?
Every one of them have been small enough to fit in your pocket.
That's not. I know, but this is like a new system. They're trying.
He's talking about a next-gen console.
Yeah,
they're not
right.
Just making a successor to the 3DS. I mean, they sort of are, but
they basically are. I mean, they say it's going to coexist.
Because when I think,
well, okay, let's skip then to the next part. That's the most important. When you get home with this thing, you can take the controls off the side of it. I guess combine them into a controller, and then put it in a dock and play on your television.
hold on a second, is this the new Nintendo system or Voltron?
Yeah, I know.
I'm really confused.
I was like waiting for some fucking joke. Wait a second, is this the new Nintendo system or is it an N gauge? Like, I didn't know where you were going with it though.
So, like, with the powers combined of the two halves of the controller.
Yeah. Yeah. No, but that was like that's what they said. I mean, I don't know how the fuck it works.
I don't either.
But I'd have to see it.
Why do you need a dock? Why would you not just have, like, basically an HDMI cable?
That's basically all the dock's going to be. But, I mean, who the fuck wants to reach behind their TV, grab this HDMI cable, and plug it into their thing, and then lay the thing on their TV stand? What if your TV's wall-mounted? Who wants to do all that fucking shit? Just put the dock... Okay, so, wait. Having an Xbox One or a PS4 sitting right there that's completely okay. But a small dock, fuck off. You are asking too much.
It's just like, it's going to be empty like 99% of the time. And it's just going to be this weird like appendage on top of your...
Yeah, people are going to walk in your house and be like, what the fuck is that thing?
Yeah, what do you do with that?
Is that an NX dock, you fucking animal? Put that shit away.
My mom was going to be like, you are going to have children in this house? What is wrong with you?
In case anyone forgot, Jason is expecting, as he forgot to give us the weekly reminder that he has a little girl coming and she's going to be so beautiful.
Oh, I hope so. I hope she takes after her mom.
He doesn't seem excited at all about it. I don't understand.
Because he's realistic.
I'm joking.
Just kidding.
He seems very excited about it.
I am very excited about it.
Jason,
sorry, we'll stop talking about it now. Okay.
Forever.
Forever. Well, until she's born.
All right. Well, see you guys later.
No. So the controllers come off the side. You have just a little screen thing. Put that in the dock, and then it goes boop onto your TV. So that means it could technically be like, I mean, a Note is still pretty fucking big. And it could be the size of a Note when you're playing it on the bus, like all adults do. But then when you get home, you can, blow it up really big on your 60-inch.
So does that mean
OLED? Fucking, I don't know, whatever.
Does that mean the gaming console, the console itself, the images that you'll be seeing on the portable version of it will be 1080p?
Yeah.
So the resolution will be high enough to support being put onto a higher resolution television.
I mean, I'm assuming. I don't work at Nintendo. I can ask Brandon's dad though.
Yeah, could you ask Brandon's dad for me, Brandon?
Leave it to Nintendo to come out with a 1080p console, just as everybody else is coming out with 4K ones.
It's well, I mean, we don't know what the resolution is. That's obviously...
We don't know. It could be 4K.
Yeah,
I just said 1080p.
I have a feeling that's what it's
I mean,
gonna
I
be.
could see it being because I mean, fuck the GameCube. Like when you took, or no, on the Wii. I mean, if you took like Mario Galaxy, and used something like Dolphin to play it at 1080p, the textures looked seamless. Like the game was built for 1080p, but the Wii just couldn't do it.
It looks awesome.
So I mean, who knows? Maybe they are designing for a higher resolution. It doesn't matter. I mean, I'm assuming that when it's portable, it's going to be outputting 1080p because that is what every phone screen is, at least.
Mm-hmm.
And but when it's bigger, who knows? The graphics they say are going to lie somewhere between, like, but more powerful than last gen, not quite on par with the PS4. They don't mention the Xbox.
Well, no
One.
kidding.
Well, I mean, that's still really fucking impressive for a handheld.
It is, but it is very impressive. But I'm not surprised that, again, Nintendo cannot get their shit together to get out a system that's as powerful as the Microsoft and Sony.
I don't even
systems.
think they want to do that.
They
anymore.
don't. That's the point. That's what I was going to say. They actually released a statement saying they don't care about graphics. They care about the gameplay experience.
But I mean, there's more than just graphics to it too, because the world building suffers a little bit when you have less power in a system.
Well, let's just assume it's as powerful as the Xbox One or something like that. Then you're fucking fine. It's not like going to be the gap of the Wii U to the Xbox and PS4. It's going to be
good because if they
tighter gap.
Good because if they care so much about gameplay experience, they should release some better fucking games.
I mean, there have been. I am the first to shit on the Wii U, but there were some real fucking gems on that console. Only problem is there was like only some. But
right, there were like 3.
Yeah, no, there was more than 3, but because fucking I don't know. Let me think. Like off the top of my head, it's like what? Donkey Kong was good. Mario Kart, Smash Brothers were good. Splatoon was good. Splatoon
was good.
I really liked Hyrule Warriors a lot. And Super Mario 3D World is probably the best Mario game I've ever played.
So is this, you think this new Mario is going to be like new Super Mario NX?
I think it's going to be probably a follow-up to 3D World, which was 3D again, which is almost like a follow-up to N60 or Mario 64.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys obviously haven't played it, but that game was very good. Here's where things are going to get weird, though, right? So, okay, well, first I'll say this. The game's supposed to use... Jason's just cracking up.
You sounded... My internet was cutting out, and when you were saying something, it sounded like Moonbase Alpha when you were saying it. It made me laugh really hard.
You got to hear me how we hear you.
Yes, that's exactly what happened.
But I was going to say, it's supposed to be using a Tegra processor. We don't know for sure if it's the Tegra 1 or the Tegra 2. If it's the Tegra 1, then it'll fall between the PS3 and PS4. If it's the Tegra 2, it could look like at least as good as the PS4.
I mean, why would they not use the Tegra 2?
It's not out yet. But, I mean, if it launches with the NX, that would be fucking cool. If you had like something that looked better than a PS4 and you could play it on the bus.
Yeah.
That'd be badass.
So price point, what's this tax?
I'm going to guess $350.
Really?
How much did the 3DS launch for, Jason? It was like that, right? Like $350 or something?
I thought it was $250.
It was I think it was closer to $300. Maybe it was like $299, I think. I can confirm with Kate because she bought it for me for an anniversary present.
But don't. But I mean, it's not just a portable though. It's also I could see $350. I don't think $350 is going too high. I mean, PS4s still cost $350.
Okay.
That's a very, very fair price because I recall when I first bought my PS2, it was like $300, $350. You know, somewhere around there.
What do you think,
So,
Brandon?
As far as what?
Price point, because you seem very apprehensive. Like maybe Jason and I are crazy.
I think if it's more than $250, I think it's a mistake.
You're insane.
That is insane. $250. I mean, that's especially if you can plug this in and you're making it an actual in-home console that you can use on the television and play with multiple people, and it's not just a portable device that you need to hook up.
This is their tax to play Nintendo first-party games, basically.
Well, that's
all their
the thing.
consoles have been for years.
That's not the case. multiple third parties have already signed on. That they're like have announced
Okay.
that they're on
Yeah,
board.
they're gonna be making basically phone games for it.
Well, it was like SquareSoft, WB Games, EA, Ubisoft. Who else?
Oh, we'll get a port of Final Fantasy Brave Exvius. That's awesome.
No, if
Can't
anything,
wait.
we'd probably get Mobius or whatever the hell it's called.
Yeah.
No, I mean, I feel like we'll probably get Tomb Raider and shit like that from Square. And then from Warner Brothers, you know, Batman or some shit. And EA, just a bunch of... I'm actually kind of glad EA is back, because EA were like, fuck off with the Wii U. So the fact that they are going to release games for a Nintendo system is cool to me. But I feel like it might have a better library. We'll see after the first year. Because, you know, when the Wii U launched, there was all these people like, oh, yeah, we're going to totally fucking make Nintendo games. It's going to be great. And then, like, it was a year went by, and they were all like, fuck, psych, just kidding. Here's where things get weird, though, all right? How would you think you would play games on this? How would you think you would get games for this console that you can use at home?
I would think they'd be either A, cartridges like the 3DS, or B, you'll have to start using the Nintendo shop and downloading them and storing them on your console, or like an SD card or something.
That's a good one. Nintendo actually using the internet for their console.
Dude, you again did not have a Wii U. There was a huge internet usage thing on the Wii U. It was massive.
Did you have to type in like a
did.
24 long friend code every time you wanted to play multiplayer
No.
with your friends?
No, you had like there was like the main hub of it was like a social area where you could like see shit that other people were posting. You had a friends list. You could like post
So it was like a
screenshots and
Nintendo
stuff.
home.
Kinda, yeah. It was weird. It was like
Could I decorate my apartment?
no. It was like a giant open area full of me's of other players, and like the 4 or the 8 most popular games or some shit would have like groups around them with like little word bubbles popping up with things people were asking or drawing or whatever, you know, all kinds of weird shit. It was super internet whatever though. It was like designed to work on the internet.
Super internet, whatever.
Super internet whatever. But no,
Below
Jason
review. Put that on the back of the box.
Dan Crow from Nerdplay says the NX has super internet whatever.
I'm gonna pick that product up right away.
Can you
Jason
can you
was
give
right,
me some of
though.
that super internet?
Yeah, no shit, right? Whatever, dude. They use cartridges.
Yeah. Apparently they're getting cheap to make. They're like 40 to 80 gig.
32 is what they said in Eurogamer, but that's what I don't get. I mean, they make fucking SD cards that are like 128 gigabytes at least.
Right.
That would make too much.
Why the fuck can't they? Well, I mean, they can still make cartridges, I'm saying, that have that much storage on them.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
It would be fucking great, though, if we could get, like, remember back in, like, the Super Nintendo and the Genesis days, and you'd have, like, the double cartridge? Because it had, like, so much data. If we could get, like, double cartridges that are sticking out of the back of it and shit like that.
Oh man, I can't wait for that.
Or, like, the
Or
weird
like the
ones.
NX, the 3DS NX adapter.
Yeah, or, like, the, that'd be good. Or, like, the, what was it? Fuck, there was that, like, RPG for the Game Boy Advance that could, like, detect sunlight. So, like, it would change the game if you were outside or inside.
So it was like a photo cell on it.
Was that
Yeah.
Was that Golden Sun?
I don't
That wasn't Golden Sun, was it?
No. Because it was like a.
I know what
it was
you're
a
talking
one-off.
about, though.
It was like a one-off game.
Okay.
But yeah, so they're gonna use cartridges, which I feel like almost seems crazy. I mean, how the fuck is all of that Zelda goodness gonna fit on a
I
cartridge?
mean, when you could put it on. These things are gonna have close to as much storage as a Blu-ray disc. So, what's the difference between it?
I guess
being
you're
on
right. Yeah.
a disc
Yeah.
the size of a Blu-ray, or
I will say-
cartridge size of what, a credit card or something
Well, not even that. It'd probably be
No.
like
smaller.
probably the size.
Like
I'm
of
guessing it could be
3DS
like
cartridge.
3DS. Yeah. Right.
I'm excited though.
I would hope it
about
wouldn't be that fat, though. I don't know.
Well, 3DS cartridges are really thin. Oh, you mean the unit itself?
No, well, with the cartridge in the unit, yeah, you would think you'd want a thinner,
Well,
more
yeah,
compact
Well,
profile.
the 3DS
so-
does the cartridges don't like stick out the back, and the cartridges themselves are like
Yeah,
a
I
millimeter
underst-
thick.
It's like spring loaded, and it like with the 3DS, it's spring loaded. So you push it down, and it
you mean
locks
like a
inside
centimeter,
the
right?
system.
No, a centimeter? No, I maybe 2 millimeters.
I
Yeah,
can't
like two and a
Maybe.
half.
picture how thick that is.
Okay, let me think. In like an eighth of an inch.
Oh yeah, okay.
Think about in terms of gauges of wire.
So like as thick as my note, basically.
No, the cartridges themselves are not as thick as your note. Your note is not 2 millimeters.
No.
An eighth of
I
an
guess
inch.
it's probably a quarter. That's more of a quarter.
Yeah, a quarter of an inch.
Okay.
Probably for the note. But it's
I
still like
look
half your
at
note.
measurements all day, and I still am terrible at like picturing them. I'll never forget when I started doing electric work. The guy told me to pull out like 6 or 8 feet of wire, and I had no reference for that, and I ended up with like 40 feet.
Okay, so I guess they said that within the first 6 months there will be a new Mario game, a new Pokemon game, and then of course Breath of the Wild. I think or was it first 6 months or was it first 6 weeks? I think it was months.
Months.
I thought it was months too.
It was months, but now is that even worth mentioning if it wasn't for Pokemon Go? Like, would that even be?
Oh hell yes!
Are you making a joke? Are you making
no,
a joke?
Yeah,
I'm
are you
serious.
kidding?
It's like the biggest selling video game franchise ever.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Dude,
It's absolutely true.
The company, the Pokemon Company, only exists to make Pokemon stuff.
Okay. Well, that's yeah. Okay.
Pokemon is huge. That's a huge
Like if
selling
Pokemon Go never came out, Pokemon Sun and Moon would still come out, and it'd still be coming out like all the
I
time.
understand that, but I mean, is it something that you're gonna sell your system with?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
People bought the 3DS.
That's why I bought my
to play.
3DS.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's why they always, when they have a new portable, it's like in a year at least or something like that, they release a new Pokemon game because it'll move that shit off shelves.
Okay, so basically it's a bullet point because the system is going to be a portable system.
Yeah. Well, what's cool about it is Jason's making so much noise.
Like, is he like jiggling change around?
I think he's eating a potato chip.
I am eating a potato chip.
You fucking asshole.
How hungry are you?
Okay, so
Very hungry.
Some confirmed games for it are Dragon Quest 11.
It's a big one. I mean, you need that, especially in Japan.
And the MMO Dragon Quest 10 will also be on it.
Nice.
Project Sonic 2017. I'm assuming that's that new thing they just announced. You know, that was like going back to like the roots of Sonic the Hedgehog, like Sonic 2 and Sonic 3 design. You guys know what I'm talking about?
I
do.
Of it, yes.
The trailer was
I'm
really
not that
good.
familiar with it.
That's going to be on there. Just Dance 2017 because it's a fucking Nintendo console.
I need DDR. I don't want Just Dance. I want my Arrow.
I still have two DDR pads over here, and Brandon, you just come over and we'll DDR the night away.
I have 2 DDR pads too, but
Okay, I have to go.
I've got to dig out my PlayStation 2 and hook that up, and that's just so much work.
Oh
yeah, dude, and we can like all dance to like some fucking like Smash Mouth and Lit songs. It'll be great.
What? Those? No. They have great Sandstorm. One of the greatest dance
That's right.
songs of the 90s.
By Darude.
Yeah.
By Darude, that's
I'm
right.
gonna fucking loop that shit over the fucking podcast right after you say it.
There's a really good one on one of the DDRs I had that was the, I believe it was the Gradius theme song.
Look, the best
done to like a techno remix.
The best
Really
DDR
cool.
song is that I like the Mob It.
No.
That's my favorite DDR song. The point is though, for Just Dance, you don't need fucking weird extra controllers. They've had that on every fucking Nintendo console.
I want my arrows.
And it's terrible. The best dance game everyone knows is that fucking Harmonix one on the Xbox. I forgot the name of it.
Yeah, I don't know either. I might even have it.
And also Pikmin 4, which is in development and very close to completion, quote unquote. There'll also be There are rumors that there will be ports of Mario Maker, Splatoon, and Smash Brothers. No confirmation, of course. Take it with a pinch of salt. Project Cars may be on the NX, as well as and the guys, Two Tribes, the guys who made Toki Tori 2 and who made Rive, the game Rive that we were talking about, Jason. They think they're going
yeah.
They said they might put a Rive on there as well. But yeah, so
Nice.
A bunch of games coming out next year. I guess we'll see then. Are you guys okay? Brandon, I don't even need to ask you. Jason, are you thinking about getting one?
I might, yeah. I might try and look into it, see what's going to come out for it. If there's, more things that I know that I'm going to want to play and my wife's going to want to play and people are going to want to play when they come over and we can kind of make it a family entertainment type of thing, I would definitely consider getting one, yeah.
Oh, so you need like a Wii Sports, basically.
Man,
Otherwise,
fuck off
you're
with
not
all
gonna-
that shit. I'm still going to get one, I think.
No. It's got to be better than Wii Sports because Wii Sports
Whoa.
was like fun for an hour.
Greatest game for the Wii.
You are wrong, by the way. The best game on the Wii was Twilight Princess.
Sure it was.
Yeah, I'm probably going to get one just because, like, I still have an hour-long commute every day, and a handheld would really make that fly. Something to do on my lunch break, etc. And then to be able to bring it home and be like, well, at work I was playing Zelda. It looked, but it was small, shitty. I can go home, put it on the bigger screen, and play that way. I mean, that's pretty cool. And plus, you have to at least try a Nintendo console, right? I mean, then you can sell it to buy the Microsoft one, but
Yeah.
Right.
you should buy
buy-
the Scorpio.
I buy every other Nintendo console, so I guess I'll get this one
Yeah.
because by the time like the next one comes out, I've forgotten why I didn't buy the previous one. I'm like, oh Mario, oh Zelda, oh I should definitely get that, and then I get it, and I'm always supremely disappointed, and then end up trading it in for GameStop cash to get the
GameStop
next.
bucks.
Yeah.
Well, then we all have to get one. I mean, you want to play the new Zelda game. It looks amazing.
Oh my God, yeah. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just I just wish I said this when the Wii U came out. I want them to just stop making consoles so that I can just play the games that I like without having to pay, so I can play the 8 or 10 games that Nintendo are for Nintendo first party games without actually having to buy a Nintendo console.
Well, and that's the other thing. So you keep talking about how they don't have third party support, but the 3DS has a shitload of third party support.
Mhm.
The 3DS
Yes.
and if this
I've
is
just never heard of like a third party game as being like the killer app, other than maybe is Monster Hunter on the 3DS?
it's like
Yeah.
exclusive
Yeah.
to the 3DS.
No, it's not.
Yep.
It's on the Vita, isn't it?
No.
Are you sure? I'm almost certain it's on the Vita.
It was on the PSP.
No.
Mm,
It was on the PSP, was the last one they released before it went to 3DS exclusive. The only other Monster Hunter, I think before that, was released on the PS2. That was Monster Hunter 2.
But
I'll take your word for it.
But I mean, I think if they just bring those people over who are used to making shit like that, and then they can take games. Look, I made this game for the Xbox One, but it will also run on this portable unit. That would be really cool. And I think a big thing they're trying to do is they got so Pokemon Go is out. They had Miitomo before that, and they have Animal Crossing, whatever the fuck it's called. Jason, I swear to God, dude. they have just can you mute it while you're in chat? But they have, there we go. They have, where was it? Animal Crossing coming out, Pokemon Go, Miitomo. They're building all these mobile games. And people are like, oh, these are great experiences. I'm enjoying them, but, they're limited. And then if they're like, oh, look, it's the same size as your phone, basically, a little bigger. But and you can play Pokemon plus all this extra shit. If they had a Pokemon Go version for this where you could fight each other or had social aspects and all the shit that the phone game is missing, people would be like, fuck yeah, I'm gonna go buy one. Are you kidding me? I mean, I feel like this is what they're doing. They're using phones. They're releasing all these games on the phone to build their audience, and then those people are gonna come over and buy this new handheld. that they can also.
I
use.
have a
I don't
feeling-
know if it'll translate like that well.
I have a feeling you're absolutely right, though. I think that's what they've been doing. I think they're trying to get people used to the fact that, oh, look at all these games you can portably play. You don't have a 3DS? That's no problem because you can play Pokemon on your phone now. Don't even worry about it.
Yeah, so don't worry about getting the new Nintendo console.
Well, that's
either.
the thing. Like, they get all these people hooked on their mobile games, and they see how much better they are,
Right.
gameplay wise and like looks wise on this device, which is less like half the cost of a new phone. And it's like, oh well, why wouldn't I?
I don't know.
I
We'll
mean,
see.
yeah, we'll see. We'll see. where it goes.
I wonder if maybe Nintendo's going to make it an actual phone too, like the Nintendo phone.
Yes, that's a great idea.
That's a
They
terrible
should
fucking idea.
definitely do that.
All right,
So
so
real.
Jason, you saw a movie this week, right? Today.
I did. I saw Suicide Squad today.
So what do you think of it?
I thought it was decent. I liked it. My wife seemed to like it actually, or appreciate it more than maybe I did. I liked the characters. Obviously I knew all of them before I went into the movie.
Did you?
Kate did not know them before.
Name them all right now off the top of your head. Don't look it up. Go.
Okay, Slipknot, Captain Boomerang, Killer Croc, Harley Quinn, Diablo, Deadshot, Flag, and Amanda Waller, Enchantress, and her brother, whose name I can't remember.
This fucking guy. You fucking bullshit. You did not know who Slipknot was. All right? He wasn't even wearing a mask. I thought Slipknot was.
He was.
Yeah.
He was in. That was good. Wasn't he in one of the Arkham games? Like as one of the dudes that just ancillary that you find like his little like biopic on?
I don't think so, but maybe.
I don't know. I only
Anyway,
played City.
I didn't play Arkham, like the third one.
Anyway,
Arkham Origins.
I didn't care about that character. Obviously, he made no sense. And anyway, it doesn't matter. I won't spoil it, but it doesn't matter about that character. Anyway, the important
dies.
characters.
Good spoiler.
Well, I think you kind of see that in the trailer. But
I thought he was actually Turok from Turok the Dinosaur Hunter. So
he kind of looked
Well,
like
there's a
Turok.
movie I'd go see.
But I have to say, one of the things I was really excited about was the Assassin's Creed trailer.
wait, can I just
Before
say
the
real
movie.
quick? Non-first party N64 game. Go on.
Not one of its top 10 bestseller. But in my mind, it was.
Anyway, yeah, in my mind it was too. Especially Turok 2. I mean, that thing was beautiful. Anyway.
Yeah, it's actually called Turok 2.
Anyway, the movie was good. The movie was good. I wish they would have developed all the characters a little bit more. I know they've only got a couple hours to do it, but I felt like a lot of it was rushed. You get to know some of the characters, but all of them you're like, why are these people here? Why is this happening? Why is this person doing this now? And why do I feel like I might actually be watching Ghostbusters?
So, like every other DC universe movie to come out in the past 6 or 7 years.
Yes.
Why am I watching?
Yes, absolutely.
Why are these characters doing what they're doing?
I appreciate it, though. I appreciated it for what it was. There was a lot of good imagery that comic book lovers are going to relate to and understand and be very pleased with that's in the movie, especially some images you see between Harley Quinn and Joker, which was really cool and gave a huge nod to people who actually were fans of the comics before coming in to see the movie. But I just feel like DC is trying to capitalize and redo what Marvel has already done completely successfully 10 times over. And that is my biggest drawback to this movie.
Well, they're trying to do it, but they're trying to do it in 7 fewer movies.
Yeah, right.
They're 6 years too late.
What would you say this one compares to the most? Because I've heard people comparing it to Guardians of the Galaxy.
I would say that it is almost like they tried to mash up Guardians of the Galaxy and Civil War, kind of.
That's the
in a weird DC film.
And probably didn't do nearly as good of a job at it.
They didn't do as good of a job at it. I still maintain that Guardians of the Galaxy is my favorite MCU movie to date. Like by far, it was one of my favorite movies, and it still is one of my favorite movies in the MCU.
It's a great fucking movie. And yeah, like, tell me about the soundtrack, because I heard that was like one of the big comparisons was that the soundtrack. That was one of the big reasons people compared it to Guardians was because of the soundtrack.
I don't know, because they used a lot of music that didn't make sense to me at some points. At one point, there's an Eminem song playing for some reason that's like 12, 13 years old. At one point, there's some 90s music playing.
Fan, right?
What?
Because Flag is a huge Slim Shady fan.
I guess maybe that was it. I didn't grab that from it. There's some scenes with pink unicorns and Captain Boomerang that don't make sense to me. They don't ever elaborate on that, but okay, whatever. But yeah, the music, I don't know. It didn't make sense. Like, you see Killer Croc's character when they introduce him, and there's a CCR song playing, but then they do a lot of racial stereotypes with Killer Croc throughout the movie.
What race?
Pertaining to, like,
I like eating
how
Did they make fun of
they
how many
make
teeth
him
he
seem
has?
like a black guy.
Oh.
No, he has, like, they make him seem like he's a black guy or something, and I don't like how they took this character that is supposed to be an animal and gave him this race, and now they're stereotyping him, and I didn't like that. But the thing that didn't make sense, again, was the CCR song that's being played in his character. I don't get it.
People don't like CCR.
Well,
That's not what I'm saying.
Who the fuck doesn't like CCR?
I didn't think it made sense. It didn't make sense to why they would play that song when you're introducing this Killer Croc character.
Can I just ask?
I don't either.
Can I just ask you guys as an aside? Was there a Clarence Clearwater originally? Like, was there like Clarence Clearwater and then they had to have the revival because like they disappeared?
Well, hold on. First off, it's Creedence Clearwater
Creedence.
revival.
Man, we are way off. But
Now I
huge
feel
CCR
stupid.
fans.
Oh yeah, massive. Can't get enough. I love that
Anyway,
one song of theirs, vaguely familiar song.
Yeah, vaguely familiar
Yeah.
70s
Yeah.
song. Was it
Right.
70s, 80s? I don't even know.
70s.
Yeah. Okay.
Anyway, there's the soundtrack to me, like, some of it didn't make sense. There's a scene where they use Seven Nation Army by White Stripes, which was really cool and did make sense.
I love that
And
song.
I felt it was used very appropriately. But some of it was just like, why is this song being played? There's a cool scene in an elevator with Harley Quinn where they're playing some 90s hip hop that I was like, okay, that kind of makes sense. That's kind of cool. I'm glad they're playing this song here. But some of it just felt like it didn't need to be in there.
So was
like,
Harley oh, sorry.
No, it's okay. Go ahead. I was kind of done. I was just trailing off on my thoughts.
I was saying, was Harley as sexualized, as like hypersexualized as people made her out to be? I mean, I saw a lot of stuff saying that it was like getting to the point where it was like silly when you were watching it.
Yeah, they did a lot of shots where it's like, okay, I clearly know why you took that camera angle because I can see her ass, and apparently you want everybody to see her ass, and the shorts are riding up pretty high.
I heard that her ass gets more screen time than Slipknot does.
It definitely does. Her ass definitely gets more screen time than Slipknot. Yes. But yeah, she is overly sexualized, but I feel like her character in general is overly sexualized by the DC universe.
Oh, you mean in the comics and stuff? Not anymore. Now she's like a woman, like, fucking
Well,
strong,
now
independent woman.
now her and Poison Ivy are like, and Batgirl are like BFF girl power stuff now, but whatever. I don't know.
I don't like her being a good
I don't like it either. But I mean, there's just, I said it last time in the last podcast we did, there was a scene in the Batman the Animated Series where she's like, it's Joker's birthday, and she's singing happy birthday to him, and she's covered in nothing but custard from this giant pie that she's in. That was a kid's show.
Yeah. So what? That same shit was on Muppet Babies.
Right.
You
I
remember
guess
the
you're
one
right.
where-
I forgot that scene where Nanny came out of the bathtub.
No, it was Gonzo's birthday, and Piggy jumped out of a cake covered in nothing but brown gravy.
Oh, right. Yeah, that's right. I remember that one.
That was
a good one, actually.
All right, I want to talk about one more thing before we wrap. Well, I should say before before we change subjects, do you recommend it? Would you say people should go see it, or should they wait for it to come out on, like streaming stuff?
In my opinion, it was a movie that needed to be experienced in the theater, because I feel like a lot of big action flicks like this, you need to experience it in the theater. Unless you have like a really great in-home theater system where you're going to watch it, that's fine too. But I don't have that. So experiencing it in the theater made the difference for me.
Okay. Are you going to go see it, Brandon?
If I can fit it in, yeah. I have no idea what my schedule's like in the coming weeks. But
We all said that about Ghostbusters too.
yeah. Well, I don't know. Who knows? I don't even know if anything else is coming out. If I go see a movie anytime soon, it'll probably be that one.
I want to see that one and also Star Trek Beyond.
Yeah. I want to see Star
I want to see that too.
All right, man. You got anything else that you want to say?
Not today. I think we covered quite an array of topics. I think hopefully we can have a few more contributors next time. Maybe, I don't know, start a little earlier, and that way people won't have to eat.
Yeah, well, I mean, and people aren't at the hospital apparently. And
Yeah.
who has
That was about.
no idea where Walsh is?
No, he's just
Felt
he's
face the
gone.
earth.
Yeah.
All right,
What
well,
was funny is his message about like the fact that he had gone like a day without looking at our chat, and there was 500 messages.
yeah, well, that's the thing. He like never checks in, and then Robert will like pop in. You're like, it's so funny. You'll see Robert's like little icon go like from who God knows where right to the bottom, and then no comment. He just like closes the chat immediately.
Yeah.
Like
He's
he's
like,
just
why
clearing
am I
it out.
even? Yeah. Like, why do I even? Oh.
All right. Well, that's going to be it for this week. I'm Dan. You can find me on Twitter at Dan Crum.
I'm not Jason. I don't know where Jason is at. He's eating potato chips or something, or I don't know, apologizing to his wife. But I'm Brandon. You can find me on Twitter at Nimsels. I'm going to actually start tweeting at some point, too.
That's good. And like we said earlier, Brandon did his first stream on Twitch, and
I'll be on our Nerd Play channel, and I'll be attempting it again. Hopefully, maybe getting a little more efficient with that game, so I'm not just like, I don't know, wandering aimlessly basically as I'm playing it.
shooting at rabbits from 100 feet away.
Yeah, that was pretty funny. I was like, wait, what is she doing?
But yeah, I'm going to start, now that I got the new system all set up, I'm going to start streaming more often on there too. So yeah, just check back for more content, hopefully some more reviews and stuff too, and we'll see you guys next week.
Yep, have a good one.